let's get into that there.
E.T. Yeah, like they'll like that's what I'm saying. Like around pick 5 to 6, they're gonna be just you know
Let's
soiling
see.
themselves.
Let's see what they do because it is true. Like, what do you start to do? All right, so wow. All right, I'm actually questioning this list already. Number 10, Jurassic Park. That should be up there
Uh,
a little
fuck
higher.
you. Like who released this?
This was released by MovieWeb.
Movie
Rafa
Web. Okay.
Bolderis, probably some 6ix9ine fan. 91%. How do you put this movie at 10th? I don't really get that. I mean, it's a good movie.
I don't know. Maybe we have like too much nostalgia involved in
No,
our
I don't think we do. I think
evaluations.
it's a genuine. I mean, I don't think we do because I remember going to see that with my whole family back in the 90s, and they all loved it too, and they were older, so it was just a liked movie at the time. I disagree with this. Let's see what they say. Bridge of Spies. I saw this. It was really boring. I wouldn't put this up there. I'd actually say maybe 9 is all right for this movie. That might be accurate.
I
The
don't know.
Fablemans.
I don't.
I haven't seen The Fablemans. I would definitely put it below Jurassic Park, just from what I know of Jurassic Park.
Well, you're you're grading stuff on movies you never saw. So
What is going on with this list? Number 7, Raiders of the Lost Ark. This isn't in his top, like three. Like what? All right, actually think about this.
You're just too boomer nostalgia driven, man. You're
I
not up
guess
with the
so.
new
I
shit,
mean,
you know.
I think of his
I want
best
to
movies. I
see
think of
Steven Stevens
Schindler's
flying
List.
through the fucking forest on some vines.
I mean, I'm not gonna put a number, but I think of his best movies. I think Schindler's List. I think of Jaws. I think of Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Hold on, you're
Those are
putting
and then
Schindler's
Jurassic
List
Park.
above Jaws?
Yeah, so I said Jaws is in the top. I would say Jaws is maybe number 1.
Of course it is, and E.T.
And then
second.
Saving Private Ryan. I get it.
Yeah, definitely. That's a good fucking movie, man. It's gory, it's grimy, it's gross. I fucking love that shit.
Now I like Close Encounters, but I think I still would
It should
probably
be
put Jurassic
behind. Yeah, no, it should be
Jurassic
behind
Park.
this other fucking stuff.
It
Wait,
should be
didn't he
behind
have
Saving Private Ryan
Poltergeist?
and Jurassic Park. He
Poltergeist should
produced
be.
it. He produced Poltergeist.
Oh.
He produced a shit ton of stuff in the 80s that's
Yeah.
attached to him, but not
This
really his
motherfucker
stuff.
was just printing money. Like he really had like a factory coming out of his ass.
I mean,
I
I
like
like
this movie. I like Catch Me If
Yeah,
You
I
Can.
do too.
That's a good fucking movie.
I like it a lot. I don't know if I would put it up as his 4th best movie.
No, I would put it behind a lot of
Like,
stuff that came before it.
Don't you think Jurassic Park and Saving Private Ryan are better movies than this too? Close Encounters and Catch Me If You Can?
Yeah, I think this post is intentionally being not like a troll, but like
we're
trying
being
to be
idiots
an
here.
asshole and like stir up stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh, we're being stupid. This is based off Rotten Tomato scores. So it's based off of the Rotten Tomato scores. So that doesn't mean it's accurate.
Even then.
Yeah, even then you start to question the scores. Number 3, Jaws. I would definitely agree. I think Jaws has to be in Spielberg's top 3 movies. I would actually say
it's one without.
I would agree. It's probably
if you don't
one.
think Jaws is his most iconic, memorable, notable release, you're an idiot, or you're just trying to be an asshole.
Might be a perfect movie. It really might be. It might be a perfect movie.
I'm not talking any of like the quality of the film. I'm just saying like that's his brand.
No, I'm talking quality of the film. It might be a perfect movie as far as like filmmaking goes. I think it could be up there. It's up there for
slow, man. Like it's.
I think there's a few perfect movies. I don't think it's that slow. I don't know. I think it's a pretty perfect movie. I think it hits a lot of notes.
But it's other than the second half, it's pretty. You know, like there's major plot points that happen, but there's a lot of not. I'm not trying to say filler, but like backstory and I don't know. It's. I'd rather watch.
I don't know. I feel like there's a few perfect movies. I would say like, something like I would say maybe Pulp Fiction. I would say The Shining. I would say The Godfather. I would say. Let me think.
I don't know what you
Maybe
mean by
like
perfect movie. I feel like they're just iconic and memorable, but
no. I
as
think
far as like
there's
their
almost. I think there are some movies that are actually
construction,
like kind of
I don't
perfect,
know what you mean by perfect.
where they kind of hit on every note of every genre, and it's like hard to dislike. I'd almost throw I would actually kind of throw Jurassic Park maybe into that too. Schindler's List, obviously number two. I get it. Not a fun movie to rewatch.
No,
E.T.
that's like
100%.
that's a guilt pick.
I don't think E.T. I don't think I would
I would
rate
have
this
gone
up here
Jurassic
so
Park
high.
and then E.T.
I mean, I think if I had to pick my Spielberg movies, I would pick Jaws, Raiders, The Lost Ark. Then I'd probably throw Schindler's List. Then I'd probably throw Jurassic Park up there, Private Ryan, then E.T., then Close Encounters.
Really, you have
And I
Jurassic
do.
Park that low?
I think it's pretty high for those movies that have been talked about. Those movies that are talked about are iconic, and I agree. I think they're all like up there.
It's annoying because Jurassic Park was so good, and then all these shitty, fucked up franchises and reboots and all that crap came out afterwards, just completely tainting and fucking over the original. You know, like Jaws
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
has
Yeah.
that shit
The
too.
franchise has been ruined. The franchise has been ruined completely.
Yeah, but
That's
you don't see like
undeniable.
ET reboots popping out. I mean, Mac and me, obviously, but you know what I mean. Like, it never was like completely bastardized and torn apart like these other fucking things. That
Oh, this
fucks
one
with
guy has said
your perception of everything. You know.
on Twitch, this guy Mixoplex has said Munich is a highly underrated Spielberg movie. I agree with that. I actually do really like that movie. It's a good.
What is that with
Tom
Eric
Cruise
Bana,
is
who is
fucking
going to
good
like get
too.
revenge from a terrorist attack during the Olympics?
Yeah, and it was well just a plot to kill Hitler. There's a couple of them. It is a good movie. I do agree.
What? No.
You don't
I
like
thought
Munich? I thought that was good.
no, I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm confused. Like Hitler, I thought was dead at the time of that movie.
No, no, no. The plot was to kill. No, I thought the plot was to. Oh no, no. I'm thinking of something else.
You're thinking of Valkyrie with Tom
I'm thinking
Cruise,
of
man.
Valkyrie. I actually kind of like that movie too. I'm thinking of
No,
Valkyrie.
Munich is with Eric Bana, and it's like in the
That's right.
70s, man. You just completely like confused the shit out of me.
I'm thinking of Valkyrie, and I actually kind of
Yeah,
like
you're thinking of
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie with Tom Cruise with an eye patch.
Yeah, and I kind of like that movie.
I never saw it. I thought it looked fucking crazy.
Oh, I know the movie you're talking about with Eric Bana. I've seen that. I'm gonna say on that
Like
one.
a minute ago, you were championing Munich, not knowing
I'm
what
championing
Munich was,
Valkyrie.
and now you're championing Valkyrie, and you hate Munich.
Yeah, yeah. Munich is based on the Israeli Olympic massacre.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's so
I
boring.
remember it now. I'm thinking of
No, you
Valkyrie,
like
where
Valkyrie, which is like what is that Quentin Tarantino movie with the fuck like where he burns the cinema down and all that shit? Inglorious Bastard. You're thinking of
Glorious
like
Bastards.
Inglorious
Yeah,
Bastards, and
yeah.
I'm
I'm
thinking
thinking
of
of
like a
that.
fucking History Channel made for TV movie.
Yeah. Although I have to say, I think Eric Bana is a very underrated actor. I think he actually is
Oh,
always
really?
pretty
What was he
quality.
doing?
Munich.
Yeah, the movie you didn't even know existed until 30 seconds ago.
Well, I mean, he's not good in Valkyrie, but
He's
he's
in the
good in
Hulk.
Munich.
That's
He's
one of
in
the
the Hulk.
worst superhero movies I've ever seen with Nick Nolte. And they're trying to make every fucking edit like a comic book strip. It's fucking so bad. It's one of the worst. I think it's really one of the worst superhero movies I've ever fucking seen. It's that bad.
It's
And I
also
like
by a
Jennifer
good
Aniston in
director,
it,
man.
but
It's by
she's
Ang
barely
Lee.
in it.
That's Ang Lee, by the way. That's Brokeback Mountain guy himself.
Yeah, he should have not gone into that lane because he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
The most underrated Spielberg thing is
he should stay with
West Side
6ix9ine
Story.
and Heath Ledger fucking in a tent, you know?
Dude, I think 6ix9ine should be the next Joker. I think he's a realistic.
Yeah, you don't need makeup. Just have the motherfucker show up and powder his face, and you're good to go. You know, slap his ass and run out there.
I think he's a realistic villain too, where someone who's from the city kind of looks like they're from New York or Gotham or something. I think it's a realistic villain character. They're like
Yeah,
connected
but
to a
he's such a
gang.
fake heart. Like he's a little pussy, you know, fag. Like no one's gonna take him seriously as a villain because he's taking up the ass every other week. You know, it's not really
Oh, and
that.
now we just found out too. What do you think about Schindler's List? Yeah, you Liam
I don't
Neeson
think
fan
about
there?
it very much. I
No,
haven't I haven't had a thought about it up until just now.
I think it's an uncomfortable watch. I don't know if I'd put it up there in the top of my Spielberg list. I think I
It's
really
probably
like
gonna be.
Jaws. I really like Raiders. I really like Jurassic Park. Maybe that is just because the era we grew up, but I don't know. I like Close
Yeah, I mean,
Encounters a
you got
lot,
to
even
factor
though
in nostalgia. You know, a lot of people don't even fucking know half the shit on this list, and the ones they do have no connections to growing up watching it. So
yeah, I think Close Encounters. What was his name? I think John Carpenter did have a good point on it. It's a very meandering plot. He really hated it though, is what it sounded like. Unless he was just kind of being like a hipster fuck in the 70s, which I could see that being the case.
yeah, that's what it felt like. He felt like he was just trying to be almost like a pompous asshole trolling for views.
Yeah,
He
that's
he
that.
was
It
more
felt
like
like yeah.
John Carpenter was like 6'9" before 6'9", just without all the face tats and gay stuff.
Oh, you think yeah?